Well, hello everybody. I'm just texting out some texts to let everybody know I'm live. Um, I'm a little early today. I didn't want to. I'm just going to go live. We're not going to worry about it. I'm just making sure so people know because YouTube is not being as friendly for reminder as it used to be. Um, Letting people know. Let's see, who am I missing on my I must tell you list or you get mad? Well, that would be my twin. Not that it changes, but she really doesn't get notifications. Hey, Luxatia, no. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, Pixie. Hello, Brian. Hello, Apple Blonde. Hi, everybody. I was just texting everybody that I was here. I also need to do something real quick. I bought a bag, and I'm going to show it to you guys. And I just need to do a received. I got it from the mail when I walked in. So I did a quick little video before I did this because I need content for next month and yeah, this happens. So anyhow, hello, hello. I'm gonna put some lipstick on too because I look pale. I look pale today. How is everybody's week? I can't believe we made it to Friday. This morning I was very much did not want to get out of bed. Uh, it's been a very difficult week. I mean, yes, I got a promotion, which is amazing. Amazing. That is not about the promotion. This work has been this work week has been very difficult because I'm doing process documentation and writing a how-to doc, and a how-to doc just means it's much easier to go to work and sit down and produce something that you've done 1,000 times every day and you just spit out another version of it. It's much harder to create something, um, and it's a new process. And I'm not kidding. I'm on my sixth version of this process, and it's still we finally think we have the solution. And yeah, it's been a rough week, guys. And yesterday was like all day meeting, and everything was upside down yesterday. So the meeting we were supposed to have in the morning turned out flipped to the afternoon. So our afternoon meeting went early. What we thought we were going to talk about in the morning meeting turned out to be completely different than what they told us. And then so we had to pivot. And then the second meeting, we thought we were going to go in and tell them about this one particular item. Turns out we were giving them, instead of the 102 version, we're giving them the 101 version. So that was a pivot. So basically our brains are dead. Our brains are just dead. This week has been rough. We are so happy to be home. This weekend is going to be chill, chill, chill. I'm not going to do nothing. I have to go to the post office tomorrow. That is the extent of my must do. Thank you, Apple Blonde. Yes, and I got a gift for my, I'll show you my bag today. So this is the bag I used today, this awesome green Dooney, you know, and I got this as a congratulations on your promotion gift. Isn't that cute? Coffee cup. I love it. I love it so much. It's a Jellycat charm, guys. And it's a latte. It's a cafe latte. It is the cutest thing ever. And it's so perfect for a work promotion because dude, coffee makes me get through life and coffee gets me to work. So we love it. But so this is my bag today. There's a lot of stuff in this bag. A lot, right? So let me show you all the things. So I have a book in here because I picked it up from the book library at our office on the way out. Oh, this bag is so beautiful. This bag is amazing. I love it. Um, so this is the book I picked up. It's called Echo. I don't know anything. I think it's a young adults book. The cover is missing, but or the dust cover's missing. The cover obviously is on here, but so I don't know anything about this book. The author is, but it looked. I read the first, page, whatever. It looked like a fun thing to do on my weekend. Let's see if I do it. You know, I keep telling myself you have to read more. So, and this is my work. Me, not flash my badge to the whole world. Although I do need to get my badge replaced because it's cracked and it keeps not wanting to open things. This is my work bag, which I love this bag. I got this from the Goodwill, guys. You'll get it. It'll be in one of my hauls in probably July. You'll see the unboxing of this. Look at how cool this is. One of the coolest chest travel bag things I've ever seen. And this is embroidered Walt Disney World. It has a flap here, and it's just Velcro, right? So a small, like if you have like a card pass or something, which you do in Disney, perfect. It has a zipper pouch up here, a zipper pocket to put something in securely. It opens up and zips all the way open, all the way around. So it has an actual really good compartment. And in the back here has a slip pocket. This thing is awesome. I mean, like, this is probably out of all the chest bags I have, and I have like a ton. I have walks, I have, little satchel bags, I have things made to go on your chest as a bandolier bag. This is my favorite right now. And yes, I do realize I say this is my favorite 1,000 times, but at the moment, they are always my favorite. So that is my work bag I was using. So also in here, I had snacks. So I brought home my snacks. I actually thought I had a different set of pretzels. So these are going to be for James. These are the pretzels he likes. And I'm going to go get the pretzels I like. But, you know. And then in here, I have my little bag of things, which has changed faces. It changed faces to this, and I am going to bedazzle the heck out of this weekend. That is my goal. This panda bear is going to be completely bedazzled. Thank you, everybody. So this is a wink wink bag, and I am astounded at the quality of this bag. I had no idea, none, that it would be this good of a quality. I'm shocked. So, but this is my current bag of things, and then I still have a littler bag of things because it actually didn't quite fit everything I wanted. So I don't know how long I'm going to be using that as a bag of things because it added a thing to my bags instead of removing a thing. This is my dental pick. Mainly because what I did with this bag over here was I added my wallet to this, so it could be a grab and go. So I wouldn't have to. This has a lipstick, a perfume, tissues, and my wallet and my sunglasses and my key. So as I just want to run out of the car, go to the store. This is what I would take. This just has like my pen. What else is in here? My dental picks, my sugar, a hand lotion, clean and clear face stuff for pimples, and just the random whatnots that we carry in our bags. So normally I only carry like one pouch of things, but right now it's two pouch of things because putting the wallet in here meant this stuff wouldn't fit in here. Stony Clover had a Dunkin' collab with Cute Charms, and they sold out. Oh wow! Well, yeah, I love Charms. Charms are the best. I know there's a whole bunch of people who don't like Charms in their bags. That's fine. There's room for everybody in the world. You know. Um, I don't know that brand well, but these charms are so cute. Yes. So I have some crystals right here because the bedazzling is happening this weekend. So I should actually take this stuff apart because I won't be using this bag this weekend. I'm going to be bedazzling it. So we're going to empty it out. Then I'm going to move into another bag for the weekend. And I want to show you the bag, which is the reveal. I did an unboxing video, but it's going to be a reveal for you guys because I've already obviously unboxed it. So I'm going to put my other things back in here that were in that other pouch. So the only things that really fit back in here are my tissues, the lipstick, and the perfume. And then I normally just carry this. Actually, does this actually fit? How's everybody else's Friday? I mean, how's the weather where you're all at? I can't tell anymore. Storms, no storms. Rain, no rain. We had a huge rain, so this doesn't fit in here. So this is what I normally carry in my bag. This is normally my everyday. It doesn't matter what bag I carry. This is what goes with me. Right? So I'm going to show you. I'll decide on what bag I want to take later, but let me show you the bag I got from the nails. So this, I just did a quick clean on it, super quick. This is a Michael Kors collection bag. It's seen better days. It's probably a good 10 years old. I mean, it says Michael Kors collection right here. And it's missing the lock or the key to the lock. And this is a really cool detail. This is supposed to shut here, right? And then the lock is supposed to keep this one zipper compartment closed. It's very pretty. Um, it's a very pretty bag. Hi, Shy. Dawn had a fight in the train today. Girl, I know you text me. And I said, people still do that? Apparently, people still do that. I don't know what brand. Well, oh yeah, the Dunkin' Donuts one. So this is the bag I got in the mail. So I need to do some rehabbing on it, and then we'll be showing it again. But it's gorgeous, guys. Um, so show and tell is done. So now we can just hang out and gab. So I can tell you what happened with Dawn. Dawn will tell you because I'm sure she'll text it. But I was like, people still do this. People still have, people are. I don't go on trains very often. I don't actually like people. Like I love you guys, but people in groups like trains, no. You know, Dawn. Sometimes you just gotta throw down. Yep, yep. Not me. Not me. I actually throw down more than James does. James has the patience of a saint. Saint. Um, I embarrass him because I'll be that. I tell you, I'm that person that tells kids stop running at the pool or stop running down the hallway. Or if it was on a train, I'd be telling people move out of the way. Excuse me, what are you doing? You know. Shai says I have bad social anxiety. I have more of oblivion to social issues, honestly. I have no James has to remind me often to be a better human when it comes to paying attention to what's happening around me and to always say thank you and hello and goodbye and all those polite social graces. James is very good at it. I'm not. No, no. Very oblivious. Very oblivious. And I can walk in the grocery store around people, in front of people. James is that polite person that he's like annoyed because people cut him off, and then he'll wait for them to walk by. I mean, seriously, James is the patient of a saint. But his social meter gets drained because he is so socially aware. He gets very exhausted, when he's in society. Dawn says, "Oh my God, Morella, I sit in a quiet ride car." Ooh, actually, I didn't even know they had quiet ride cars. And two women sat near me and started a loud conversation. So I said nicely, "Excuse me, this is the quiet car." And they went off saying no one was going to. Hmm. Yep. Ooh, I should take that bag tomorrow. I just found my bag for tomorrow. We're gonna take this one. This one's the real deal, guys. This is one of my favorite bags of all time. And I got all the Vachetta replaced from Louis Vuitton. I love the hardware on here. I love this. I love this bag. This is out of I have a lot of Louis Vuitton canvas bags because I love their canvas. This is the not authentic. This is the real deal. Um, it's very, very slight, the differences. I'm shocked. I am going to actually get a paint pen, a metallic paint pen. I've thought about this, maybe in gold, and write on the back here, made in China. And then on the front here, I'm going to have rhinestones on this because it's my humor, guys. It's my sense of humor. It's what I enjoy. I think it's funny. Um, this one was made in France and repaired in America. Because when I had it sent for repair, it was here, you know. Um, I can't with wonky if I made mad. Oh yeah, calm down a lot since I've gotten older. Dawn says, "Tell them what to do," and oh, don't tell them what to do. Mind my own business. I said you have the rest of the train and can sit somewhere else, and then say it's hot and they aren't moving. They said it's hot and they aren't moving. Whoa! So they were in the quiet train talking and argued with you when you said, "Hey, you're in the quiet train." Wow. Marilla says, "See, some people can get very annoying, Dawn. That's why we love cats." Yes, cats are awesome. Linda says, "We are right." You were right. Dawn. Dawn says, then the conductor told them it's a quiet car and they would have to talk, they have to move. Glad the conductor realized the truth. It's impossible. I mean, well, here's the thing. If you're in a quiet room, like in the library, you know what they've had to do in libraries now? There's a quiet libraries used to be quiet, all libraries. Well, since the printing and computers and everything has happened in libraries, they literally have to have a closed off quiet room that's non-talking because the rest of the library is just too loud. Not even with people talking, with honestly just computers and printing and people doing searches and kids story time. It's just loud in the library now. Um, was this on one of the regional rail, Dawn? I don't know. It was quiet. I didn't know they had a quiet car either, right? It's cool, but I don't have trains. I'd be like, shut up. Yeah, I would probably tell them that too. I would be that person. I think it was very kind of you just to say, hey, you're in the quiet car. Because sometimes people don't realize they're in the quiet car, right? I mean, if they might not know. So she was just saying, hey, if you didn't realize this, ma'am, ladies, this is the quiet car, you know? So this is my bag for tomorrow because I'm going to be going to the post office. I have 2 boxes to mail off, and then hopefully I'll go find something fun to do. Um, look human. Even when cats are loud, they're cute. Oh, that's true. That's true about cats. Um, I would imagine if the train is a commuter, they should all at least be quiet in a car. Yep, just inconsiderate. That's really what it comes down to. Oh yes, when my babies make noises, I love it all. Yeah. They say cats only make noises to talk to us humans because us humans need to hear them because because to get our attention. Um, at least that's what I've been told. I'm tired of people thinking they can do what they want, whatever they think is right. Yeah, shy. We don't have trains here, but I live in Germany the 2 years that we had. Yeah. In other countries, people have a better etiquette because it's more common. You know, Americans are very much entitled. Mhm. I'm one of those entitled Americans, guys. You know, and we don't have trains. Okay, yeah, just popping in to say hi, hello, Katie. Got to go into the lab. Yep, do a sample. Oh, I hate going to doing lab anything. Um, people love. I have people have. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like with here, honestly, I think it's because we tell people growing up in our society, our children and everybody to mind your own business. Don't um so people aren't used to being reminded of social graces and confronted with, hey, that's rude. They're like, "Ugh, don't tell me what to do." I'm like, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you that you're rude. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just saying you're rude. Or I'm saying, hey, this is the quiet car, which means shut the fuck up. Language intended, but if you said that to a person to their face, as you said, you're in the quiet car. And eh, to many, many, many other people, it's been like, can you shut the hell up? You know, because this is the quiet car. And then, I mean, that I can understand them coming back on you. But all you said was, hey, you're in the quiet car. Dinner just showed up. So my dinner's just showing up where we just bought food from, I think, Domino's delivery. Um, cooking. We didn't have lunch today, actually. We worked through lunch today. It was just one of them days, guys. It was just one of those days. James was working troubleshooting all day. I was working on troubleshooting all day. Um, and just watching my computer work. Literally, what you set up, you run a process, you let it churn. Like seriously, the process I'm running, it was taking up 500 um gigs out of my 1 terabyte drive. I have 1 terabyte drives, but one of the drives itself, half of its space was just calculating and using. This is how big the job is. So it's like a multiple hour process and several steps to it. And can you set it off in series? Say after step 1, do step 2? No. You have to wait for step 1 to be finished. Say yes, I agree. Move it over to step 2. Say yes, step 2. Yes, this is what we want to do. Yes, we agree. Um, and hopefully it finishes. And we left it running overnight, and hopefully it doesn't blow up. Some people, okay, the train between San Diego and LA is hit and miss whether it's running. Part of their line is really close to the coast and parts that crumbles. Oh, really? That's kind of not good if you rely on train travel. Applebaum says some. Thank you, sir.
The pizza guy said that puppies were beautiful.
Best pizza man ever. He loves our puppy. So this is today's dinner. I know, guys, you're gonna laugh when you see it. So let me read Appleblom's thing first. Some people are so inconsiderate, Dawn. All the cars have air conditioning, so don't get what they were saying. It was hot. Also, how are people so talkative and loud so early in the morning? Yeah, I know, right? Um, Yes, Linda says Dawn. Dawn says no. Sometimes there's no air in a car. Really? That would be miserable. Linda says we all get used to avoiding each other and being annoyed as. Oh yeah, especially after the pandemic and the lockdown. I didn't know how to people after that. It was a 4 o'clock afternoon train. Yeah. Hello, just my opinion. So here, this is what I'm having for dinner, guys. It's Domino's and it's pasta thing. It's just a pasta bake. It's nothing. Yes, I can make my own pasta at home. I have everything I can. I have everything at home to make this, and I'm like, I don't want to cook. I was like, I'm just gonna order it. We didn't have lunch. I don't remember what was breakfast. I got breakfast at the office. I got a cup of coffee, a large cup of coffee. It's always a large cup of coffee. Small cup of coffees aren't worth it. Um, and so this is probably, I'm probably gonna regret this, but this is marinara, cheese, and sausage baked something or other, baked pasta. But I did have lunch. I'm hungry, guys. So we're gonna have eating sounds. So I know that bothers some people, which is why there's a trigger warning. I don't want to cook today, so I got mom and I a burger. Yes, I like hamburgers. We eat a lot of burgers. Um, oh, it was not good. Yeah. So we didn't eat lunch. We stayed at the office. I sat and watched my computer churning. James sat and talked to the IT, and he was trying to run through another process. And it's a very strange work day. Yesterday, the office was jammed packed. So we have a mandatory, everybody's back at the office now. Nobody can do teleworking um, consistently. You can still do emergency teleworking, like, hey, my kid's sick, blah, blah, blah. Can I work from home or whatever? That can still happen. But you can't do, I work from home. It used to be you could work from home 3 days a week and in the office 2 days a week. And now you can't do that, right? Everybody has to work in the office. And yet, this is the first week it's full rollout. Like, it's been happening all of last month, but they still let some people transition. And then I'm like, for having to have everybody in the office, this is a very empty office on Fridays. Um, I got a Shake Shack burger and the other day. I've had a Shake Shack burger. I use more Amtrak than regional rails as they don't know about the air conditioning, Dawn. Oh, yeah. I would rather have had pasta, says just my opinion. We'll get the loud important thing in a can. Nah, the conductor took care of it. You know, that's what the conductor's there for. They're there to check tickets and to make sure that you're in the right place and take care of things. You know, I'm eating with you, Jackie. Just made cinnamon rolls. Yum! I love cinnamon rolls. I like my cinnamon rolls without icing. I know that's crazy, but that's how I love them. James loves them with icing. I like them without icing. Dawn says I take a commuter to work. I wanted to take an hour bus ride and then wow. I won't take the L unless I absolutely have to. Wait a minute. I'm confused. I think I've read something wrong. Oh, Dawn says, Apple Blonde, I take it to commute to work. I won't take the hour, but oh. And I'm assuming driving into the city is just not worth it. I have tuna surprise. Ooh, I like tuna surprise. I actually first time I ever made tuna noodle casserole was here in America. I'd already been married to James, and his mother was telling me about tuna noodle casserole, and I'm like, I've never made one, so I made one. I get James didn't like it, but I liked it. But I like fish. Mm. I wish we had a sweet train. What? No icing? That's not right, right? That's what a lot of people say. I also eat my pancakes without syrup. I like my pancakes with just butter. I don't like things that are overly sweet, which is surprising because I'm a large person and everybody just assumes if you're, fat that you love sweet food. No, I love salty food and I eat mostly salty food. Nope, it's tuna casserole here. Don says, oh, hell no, 90 minutes or more each way on really? You live that far away from the office, an hour and a half? Like we used to drive 75 miles, each way when we lived in San Antonio and Austin. Now our commute is only 25-mile commute, but it takes 35 minutes normally without much traffic. With traffic, it's 45 minutes to an hour, but it's only 25 miles. Driving in Philly is miserable. Love tuna, but never had tuna casserole. I like tuna casserole. It's strange though because I don't often pair fish with any type of cheese or dairy. I'm that type of person who likes fish, not with those things. And it always confuses me when people do put cheese on top of fish, especially shrimp too. They do it with shrimp or even oysters. They'll put cheese on top of those things, and I'm like, this would taste so much better with garlic and chili, But that's the Asian in me, so. Oh, girl, you just would not like me in real life. I am really sweet. You would not know what from being on here. Yeah. Yes, no, so I actually don't eat a lot of sweets. Like James is the sweet addict. He could live just off sugar. And when I say just sugar, I mean like nerds are his favorite candy. He likes sour gummy candies and he likes sugar candy, like nerds. I don't like nerds. I barely ever eat them. If I only eat them because he's eating them. That's with Traffic Jackie. Oh my gosh, that sounds crazy. We love Tijuana Flats. Christina, hi. Hello, Christiana. Um, their ingredients are always so fresh. Shy says Long John Silver's used to have fish wrap with rice black back. Oh, I actually still like Long John Silver's. We don't have one anymore. Like where we live, we used to have an A&W with Long John Silver's, and I loved it because I love A&W root beer, so I could get a diet root beer on tap with fish. And then James would normally get the chicken tenders because he doesn't like fish. Jackie, my work is like 30 miles and it can take an hour and a half to get home. See, mine's 25 miles. It's an hour, it's 45 minutes to an hour just to get there in the morning, but not an hour and a half. I am diabetic. Yeah, I'm diabetic too, but I try not to eat sugar. Best way to go to Philly is to not go at all. I'm a sweet addict too, says Marilla. I almost died the last time I had sugar. Well, yeah, I mean, if you just have flat out sugar and you're a diabetic and you're not controlled, there's a problem. It's not good. Best candy ever is a candy in Germany. Yummy. Yes, because German candy isn't as sweet as American candy, but it's still sweet. German sweets in general are very well balanced. Um, German chocolate or German Black Forest cherry cake is my absolute favorite. Made when it's made right. A lot of them are not made well here. They're made with the wrong way. But oh yeah, you have the worst parking apple blonde. I don't miss. Oh wow. I used to have each salt fish and chips, and we do not have them now. 16.5. Only six. Wait. 16.5 for me and at least an hour of traffic. Wow. Only six. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. My daughter lives in Maryland. Her hubby is now in the Navy, and at least like 40 minutes ago, I believe that though. because the Northeast, their roads, there's not, hey, Craig, Craig. I have my driveway and may never have been, I love my driveway, may never have been said, oh, um, Craig, my blood sugar dropped to 30. Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's bad. It sure is the worst here and with the parking, and would be happy if they just have a spot on my street. Yeah, see, that's the thing too. Like I was talking to Christiana, parking like in places that don't have dedicated parking spaces and and people's homes, like where do you park? If you live in a place that doesn't have a dedicated parking space, like I live in Texas, we have space. Space is not something we lack, right? So I can't even imagine of living in a place where you don't have a guaranteed parking space. Hmm. John says, Apple Blonde, my car would get broken into once a week. I paid for so many windows. Really? That is crazy. I can't even understand that you work in an area that's that unsafe. And they say you have to go there. It's like going to a ghost town because if it's that unsafe just to park your car as a government worker in the city, I mean, wow. That's awful. Yeah. Hello, Donna. Happy weekend, everybody. Yeah, we're just talking, and we're eating, and we're just talking work. Linda says, we have space in Richmond too, but with the influx is disappearing. Yeah. Shy is crazy where she lives. The other day, 2 a.m., a car in the parking lot blew up, almost burnt down their apartment. Oh my goodness. Jackie, that was near my house. No, oh, near your house, not work. Okay. Not, wow. I can't, wow. Wow. Your old house. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm very fortunate where I live because I live in small town USA right now. There has been some break-ins around the area, and around Christmas time they'll have a bunch of break-ins. But in the neighborhoods, we all have neighborhood, Facebooks, and everybody talks. And the last round of break-ins were a bunch of teenagers, which they caught. Um, but everybody has cameras. Like we have cameras all around our house. Our neighbors do. The whole cul-de-sac I live on, we all have Ring cameras, backdoor cameras. Everybody has a camera because this happens. This is actually kind of common. In the teens were going from backyard to backyard through people's backyards, hopping fences, and everybody's backyard cams caught them. And that's how the police were able to find them. Was they put out, hey, do you know this person? And they were local kids. So yeah, they found them. Hmm. Under a tornado warning at the moment. Oh man, the wind. My boss just had to replace the roof on his house. Do you want to know how much the quote was for the the primo super roof? They quoted him like $50,000. I'm like, what was that roof made out of? Gold? And these are just asphalt shingles. But if you guys are like me, you've put a new roof on a house once or twice in your lifetime. When we had our house that was built in 1972, thick shingles. Those shingles were 30-year shingles. Awesome shingles. We ended up having to replace them due to hail damage, but they were 25 years on that house, right? So when we replaced them, we just put up the new standard, whatever. We changed out the radiant. We changed out the decking to radiant barrier. We added in a ridge line vent, and then we put on the new roof. And it was not that bad because the house was only 1,000 square feet, one story. It wasn't a huge expense, right? It was expensive, but it wasn't like break the bank, right? Well, my boss, he is in a two-story house, much bigger footprint, but I'm like, how much? And I said, that wasn't even for metal. That was just for like asphalt shingles. And he's like, yep. I'm like, and he was like, he got 6 different quotes from 6 different vendors. They ended up with the mid range, and the mid range was between 13 thousand up to 50,000. That was the quote range that he got through these 5 different roofers, right? I'm like, wow. He goes, and he said, I'm not putting on a roof for the next person who owns this house. I just need a roof. So, yeah. Do you have a basement, Craig? Hide in the basement or the bathtub. We don't even have, I don't have a tornado safe space in my whole house. Maybe the utility closet. I put a metal roof on my house. My roof will outlive me. Mandy, I wish I could get a metal roof. They're not, it's against my HOA, but if we could, I would. Uh, Stay safe, Craig. Yay! We have tornado warnings pretty much weekly this time of year. No biggie, guys. Yeah. My mother-in-law that's still alive because my husband's father remarried. She's the only parent we have left on his side. She lives in Mississippi and they actually have a shelter. They built one because they get so many tornado warnings. But in all the years they lived out there, they've only had to spend the night a couple times in the shelter, like 3 or 4 times. My brother would be on the porch with you. Yep. It's Tennessee. Yeah. I mean, you're used to it. If it happens all the time, you know, until the sirens go off. Hey, does your town have sirens? My town has sirens, guys. We have storm sirens, and I've heard them go off before. Earthquakes, yeah. Shy, my husband is from Kentucky. Yeah. So yeah, but we have hot weather. It's strange because we had a huge rainstorm on Thursday. Okay, so Wednesday night. Wednesday night it stormed really hard. Um and then Thursday, I believe that was the morning that we ended up having to get a battery. I think that was Thursday. I can't remember. I might be mixing up my days. Whatever day we went to get the battery for the car, it was raining that morning and it stormed that night. And when you get that storm, that wonderful Texas storm, where it's raining so hard on your roof, you're like, please don't be hail. 'Cause it's that loud. You think it could be hail. Uh, Not cool. Well, yeah, one of the fences blew over. Um, Shine cool. Oh, yeah. Where are you? Um, oh, just my opinion. He's in Southern Cali. Um, Craig says we have sirens, but I'm not kidding. I've literally sat on the porch and watched a tornado go by. I believe you. And if they're I would not be doing that, but I believe you would do that. There's people who on the Gulf Coast of Texas, they have hurricane parties. There's so many hurricane watches that they just have instead of boarding up their windows, they go have parties and watch the storm come in. Mm-hmm. Greg, if you don't watch Ryan Hall, please look him. He's amazing at the weather. Always watch him when storms come in. No sirens here, Sisti. I want to go to California so bad right now. Not California, sorry. I want to go to Disneyland, but I also want to go to Disney World. So James is going to be going over to California. Not California. James is going to be going to Florida in November. So my friend Caitlin, she went to college at Embry-Riddle in Daytona. So they're going to do homecoming out there, and I'm like, I was very confused, guys, because for me, I I I don't participate in sports. Never did school dances. I went to prom just because I felt like I'd miss out if I didn't, but I really didn't care. Um, I went, like, well, is it homecoming, a football game, and a dance? And she says, no, no, not Emery Riddle. Emery Riddle is an air show and a bunch of stuff happening in the campus, and it's a big deal. I'm like, okay. Craig says, girl, bye. In Tennessee, if there's a chance for Haley, put the cars. That's funny. I want to go to Disney World. Yeah, I want to go to Disney World. Um, I say don't talk to me about a hurricane unless it's at least a cat 3. Yep. I always dreamed of it. Yeah, I want to go to Disneyland, but so James is going to fly into Tampa in November, and he already bought the ticket, and then they're going to drive over to Daytona. And I was like, Jackie, you can come too. And I'm like, I don't want to go to Daytona. Like, I didn't want to be rude, but going to a campus, and I've been to Emory. We've driven by there a couple times and through it. It's a walking campus. It's very spread out. There's a lot of stuff there. It's a very busy place to be. I don't like people. Homecoming is like going to a festival. There's lots of people congregating. It's just not my jam. So I told, and she said, "Oh, you can stay in the hotel. You have friends." And we originally were going to maybe fly into Jacksonville. I said, "Well, yeah, I do have friends. It'd be great to see them." But I was also thinking she's more of a group activity person. And I'm like, she's not going to be happy if I stay in the hotel. So even though she says that, I think the reality is, Jackie, you need to come see the air show. And I'm like, I don't want to see the air show. I grew up on military bases. I've seen plenty of air shows. They're cool when they're F-15s, okay? Or actually, the really cool ones were when they were the bombers, the old World War II bombers. Those were cool. But it's sound of rain. I'm trying to catch up chats, just so relaxing. Michael says, much like being on the beach at night, I love that as well. Donna says, my son has his undergrad and graduate from Emory. Oh yeah, he loved that. Yeah. So again, people who go to Emory, it is just as much. It is one of the best aviation schools in the country. Not the state of Florida, the country. So it's a big deal, right? So James always wanted to be a pilot. My friend wanted to be a pilot. She actually wanted to be an air traffic controller. She's actually an engineer, but she loves the whole thing, right? So I'm like, fly in after work or before the day, from work week, fly into Tampa, drive to Daytona, hustle and bustle around campus, maybe hopefully see one friend or two, and then drive back to Tampa to fly back to Austin to just go back to work. And I said, James, why don't you buy a ticket and I watch the dogs? So that's what we're doing. Because I'm like, I don't want to go. I don't want to be Debbie Downer. I don't want to be the person that says, no, 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 I'll be at the hotel. No, 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 I'll be fine. I'll wait in the car. I am that human, but I don't want to be that human with my friends going to go. James would have a blast without me. And I said, look, I'll watch the dogs. Bring Ava. I'll have the babies here. We'll have a great, lovely, calm, relaxing weekend. You guys go have fun. You know? Yeah, me too. Beach at night. That sounds Yes, Dee. That's why I'm not doing it. That's why I'm not doing it. James can go do that. I am not doing that. I need more downtime than that. And you think James is the introvert. I tell Jenny all the time, I like doing one thing a day, maybe two. Like tomorrow, post office, and I might be going to the outlets just to go to Disney because I love Disney because I'm a fanatic and I have issues. Okay. I might go to look at Dooney. I might go take pictures of Coach. I probably will go take pictures at Coach because there's a new dropout. If you guys have not seen, Coach has a new dropout. I am not a huge fan. When I say I'm not a huge fan, I don't like it. Now, I realize the vibe is vibing. I love the colored denim. They came out with a beautiful colored denim. I love it. I don't like the floral motif, but I am not. I used to have, and I still have, a lot of Vera Bradley, but that's a floral motif with a paisley background. And when I was carrying that type of bag, I would wear solid, you know, plain, no graphics. But now I also wear graphics on my shirts. I'm wearing Mickey. I feel like they fight, right? Since I'm always wearing a graphic tee, I feel like carrying a floral bag fights too much with my outfit, so I don't carry floral bags. So I'm not a fan of this new. It's not me. Every time I've ever seen a floral and I like them, I still like them out of the outlet or the boutique. I I just see them as like kind of like the definition of a trend. Because I don't see people keeping the floral ones long term. They tend to turn those around fast. Craig says I have to go to Louisiana next month for the birth of my grandkids trip. Um, if you give me details, I can hope I could crash and meet you for coffee, just to say hi, because I haven't seen you in forever. I miss you. But ask your kiddo, because I don't know if she wants to have weird people she doesn't know. I can no longer even go to more than a place. Yeah, I miss being. Yeah, being that your health is everything, guys. Dee says I don't like the new drop from Coach. It's meh. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I love the color of the purple in the outlet. I love the color of the teal in the boutique, but that weird blush color in the boutique, I'm like, what were you all thinking? That's not summer vibrant. That is very much a pale color. I was not expecting that. Considering that last year's color was dragon fruit, that this year's color would be this weird peach. I'm like, what? You know, yeah, grandbabies are worth it. Um, oh wow. Just can we tell what the name is? Yeah, Craig. No, I will make sure well, as long as it's not that's this month. You said next month. So send me details. And I'll see if I can go over. Cause that's only a day drive instead of a day and a half drive. Babies are exciting, especially when they're not yours. I love them. I love other people's babies, all of them. I think they're all precious and they're all miracles. You know, I think life in general is a miracle. It's hard enough as it is, you know. And it's surprising how many people have um who want babies who aren't able to have them, and those who maybe weren't planning on having them and have them. It goes both ways. You know. Morella says the new Paisley at Coach is totally new. Yeah, the thing is about the Coach Paisley, it's the color choice, and again, it's that muted 70s, which I'm okay with. But it reminds me very much of the new rebranded Vera Bradley, very much like smacked in the face. I thought that was a Vera Bradley drop, and then it says Coach. Although the new outlet straw Coach bags beautiful. Girl, let me get reminded. Yeah. My mother is 85 and that's what kept her so young. Oh yeah. Um, I always wanted a child, but that was not meant to be. Yeah. Latinas has just got on. Hello, lurker. I usually do not speak, but as I was looking for you, Jacqueline, my son. Oh yay! You're your age said I like Jacqueline, she's cool from my son. Oh, dude, thank you. 79 here, 79. You know, it was a good year. Of course, we were born, I'm a twin, right? So December 28th of 1979. So we were at the very, very end, but we made it. It's nice for a new maxi dress, but not a tabby. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't think that, oh, hey, and y'all, the twisted tabby, I have not seen a single person buy that bag and talk about it. I haven't seen I did a Google search and I did a search on YouTube, Twisted Tabby. I have not seen somebody actually buy it and review it. I've only seen people show it in store. It's like, oh, here's the Twisted Tabby at Dillard's or whatever, right? I'm like, I don't think that bag is light. You know, I would like to buy one at half off because I think it's funny, but it has good humor to it. I think it's a novelty bag for sure. But I also think if they had done the Twisted Tabby with the C as a not skew and just perfect, it would have sold much better. Um, Agreed. So shy. I loved all my nieces and nephews. I love being Auntie Jackie, although I'm not the best aunt, to be honest. Today is my nephew's Cody's birthday. He would be 29 today. We're blessing. Yeah. Evan, I didn't buy the Twisted. Yeah, Marilla. I mean, and the tabby. Oh, the name is Carver Jade. That's nice. That's a nice name, although it's strange spelling. Carver Jade. Um, yes, new mom and I are done. Are alone. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I celebrate the birthdays, celebrate all the wins because you know what? There's a lot of not wins. So let's celebrate all the wins. The Twisted Tabby looks damaged. Yeah, it does. That's what I think is funny about it. There's this patch that has a melting smiley face that I would love to buy a Twisted Tabby and put that patch on that bag with that melting. I like the humor of the Twisted Tabby. I just don't like the price point for what it is. You know, happy heavenly birthday, Cody. Hmm. Hey, every day you wake up is another day. So I'm happy with mine. And boy, this is actually really good. If you never had the Domino's pasta bakes, this is not bad. I'm happy. It's better than buying um, a frozen dinner, which I've had plenty of in my life. Um, but James and I were just like, we don't want to deal with it. I received a gift, yeah. Every day is a present. Yeah. Larger tells um OCD for that, yeah. Yeah, the twisted tabby, yeah. It's this we like symmetry, right? And I don't mind the wave of the bag, but that C being twisted too, and I don't like the wave. There's Louis Vuitton bag called the Wave. I don't like that one either. And there's also the bag that Coachtopia makes that looks kind of like a kidney. I don't like that bag either. Yeah. Um, I don't like that tabby though. Um, am I the only one who thinks Coach is releasing 90% of their drops for chill? Yes. The fruit, yes. I I I don't get it because like the Empire and the bags that have been hitting that they have been killing it with aren't what's in there now. Like, how can you go from the Empire, the chain tabby, the tabbies in general, and then you come out with the fruit shaped bags that you had in the outlet that really didn't sell well that went onto the 70% off section. It's like you just did that a season ago. Like I follow Coach way too much to be honest, for it's probably not healthy. I just don't know where this vibe came from. Like I understand the cargo tote because they're trying to compete and go with the tote bag from Marc Jacobs. That's why they changed it from the field tote, which I think the field tote was a better bag. And then they did this canvas tote, which is okay. And then they do the. I don't understand this new look. This pale. I'm not a pale color person, so that peach really threw me for a loop. I still love Winnie's new coach. I still love Winnie's new coach. Which one? I can't keep up with Winnie's bags, guys. Oh, her Big Booty Judy. Yes, her Empire. Yeah. Um, the look, not quality, because you know Coach and Dooney are awesome. Oh yeah. I still don't like the fruit, and I am a fruit. Craig, you're not alone. I think they're releasing a wide variety of styles. I used to be all about Coach, but not anymore. They have changed. Latina says sophisticated with those harps shapes. I'm assuming even the sketch isn't. Yeah, the sketch. That's because they did the sketch 2 or 3 years ago, and I didn't think the sketch actually did very well then either. And my sister likes the sketch. She likes that look. I wouldn't mind the sketch if it wasn't always New York driven. As a person who doesn't live anywhere near New York, and I know it's their heritage or whatever, I live in a different state. I don't really relate. Um, that big bag, yeah, that's Big Booty Judy, Michael. That's her Empire 40. Both classics and crazy release. I know. It's like we have classic, wonderful bags, and then we have these weird, funny, funky bags that look like they belong to Kate Spade. It's like, who are these two bipolar people designing for you? It's gotta be strange. That's why I think the paisley in the floral is a trend, where it's just like a seasonal flash bag. But the dragon fruit was a fabulous bag, and I really thought that they would put the dragon fruit color in the outlet, and they didn't. I was gonna bet dollars that they would, because they did that with the faded blue, they did the boutique, then they did the outlet. They did that with a couple other colorways. They've done it with this pistachio. If you like the pistachio color, that they had the rogue pistachio, the pistachio is now in the outlet. But for some reason, the dragon fruit never made it to the outlet. Um, Not crazy about the recent outlet bags of the 70s prints are cool to me. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Marilla. Appealing to all ages groups, I suppose. Well, yeah, probably, but that could be true. We'll just have to see what sells and who shows what. Because I do feel like my YouTube is becoming nothing but Coach Central. Today I did watch a couple things on Hermes bags, and I saw something on. So I'm gonna try and do I'm gonna put this aside and finish it later. I keep getting distracted, and now needs to be reheated. But anyway, I keep I'm gonna start doing collection videos. That's something I'm gonna do this weekend, is work on some more collection videos. So I'm trying to pull all my collections, not like all my Coach bags, because that's ridiculous. But I can do something like all the styles in this Coach I have in this Coach collection, like all my satchels or all my totes or my, crossbodies or all my kit bags, because I have 2 kit bags, which is the boring. I had 3 kit bags. I traded one with Latina. I almost bought another kit bag, knowing I never use them. But the Bluebell kit bag is on sale at Macy's for $109. I'm like, oh, I can buy that and I'll have that beautiful color. I'm like, no, Jackie, no, that's hoarding. You know you're not going to use this bag. You know you never use the kit bag. Don't do it, Jackie. And I didn't do it, but I was this close to doing it. Um, that's what I mean, Craig. I just have learned so much about bags watching you, Jackie. Um, oh yeah, I love sorry, a bit down. Oh, I'm down on Coach too, guys, because I want to see other bags. Like today I just showed him my Kors bag. I really want to see some more Fossil. So I think I might actually go to the Fossil store tomorrow, because there's one near me, and take a look-see. And I want to go look at the Kipling bags. I'm a little down on the lack of Pride collection. That, yes, there's a Pride splash screen, and they're showing all their colorful bags, but there's nothing really made for the Pride collection. And I realize not everything needs to be a rainbow. I get that. But it's the one time of year I look forward to fun, colorful things for Gay Pride, and I am a supporter, and I love the colorway, and it's a fun thing to do, and I look forward to it. Like, I expect Michael Kors and Kate Spade to have something, guys. Those 2 companies, at least. A Coach, I get it. But at least Kate Spade and Michael Kors, but whatever. I have sorry, a bit down. Yeah. Oh, Linda, I have a Coach video tomorrow, but it's vintage. The fun thing with Jackie is she shows us very affordable. Oh yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, absolutely. I can't do. I love a luxury bag, but I never ever want to be that person that says some point in my career, my life, or my video career that I say, oh yeah, well I used to buy this, but I don't anymore. No, I will always buy Dooney. I will always buy Dooney. Unless something happens to Dooney, I will still buy Dooney, because I will still buy vintage Dooney. I will still always buy Dooney. Coach, not so much. I'll buy Coach off and on throughout the years, because I've always loved Coach. I like American brands in general. I prefer American brands, designers, and people. Like, I have Marc Jacobs. Honestly, yeah. most of my collection is all American designers. It's Kate Spade, Michael Kors, Coach, which is an American company, Reed Karkoff, my Dooney collection, which is absolutely American, my Ralph Lauren classic Americana, um, yeah, I would say in my Disney collection. So I would definitely say that I'm an American fan. I have a few Longchamps. I have a few French in here. There's what do I have? I have some Louis. I have some Longchamp. I have a Gucci. I have a Chanel. I do have a Chanel. I have an Hermes somewhere around here. I can't find it right now. It's driving me nuts. But almost everything else, my go-to favorite bags are American brands. Um, and so they're local. Mm, well, there's a lack of Pride collection everywhere this year. Yeah, there it's just it's nowhere. No one. I haven't seen anybody come out with a Pride collection. There was one bag that Coach put out with rainbows, but it's not really a Pride collection. But I think it's their nod to a Pride collection. And I was tempted to get that one, but I want to see if Kate Spade and Michael Kors has anything, but I didn't see anything. Good night, Dawn. Jackie, this is why we love you. Your luxury is great and wonderful, but there are some real good lower priced bags. Oh yeah. Oh, well, I guess some of my other bag that I like a lot that is not expensive, not considered luxury, but not American, is Kipling. Kipling's Belgium. It's one of my favorite bag companies. I love Kipling bags. I think they're awesome. Did I miss any bags since I was? Oh yeah, you did. You did. Let me show you. This bag is a reveal. Um, this is a Michael Kors collection. Now it has some love and wear and tear on it. This is not a young bag, you know. So it's a beautiful light blue. I really like this one because honestly, when I saw the picture of it, I thought of Reed Karkoff. I won't lie. This is a Michael Kors bag, but I saw Reed when I saw this type of diamond pattern with this, and then a little bit of Coach because of this little toggle thing. But this is a lock. It's missing the key, but I don't care. So it's a beautiful blue, white, tan. There's a lot of beauty marks on her, but this is not going to stop me from using this bag. And I love this bag. I got this bag for $20. $20. I am thought, okay, so tax and shipping was $30. $30. This is like lunch. Lunch. I think this might have been actually cheaper than our dinner tonight. Um, so yeah, oh, I love color blocking. I think color blocking on bags with that leather quality is just phenomenal. I mean, that bag is not young. I did a quick clean on it. It's going to need a little bit more, but I can still use that bag. No problem. Like none. I can clean the interior and it's going to be fine. I like things, okay, so maybe you guys can relate. Um, I cannot believe you have an Hermes and have no clue. Yeah, I have absolutely no clue where it is. It's a vintage bag, and I had it to show and did a video on it, and I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere. Um, I just got a beautiful Y2K. Oh, BCBG. Yes, BCBG is I was looking, Linda, because of your bag. I went looking. BCBG is a clothing department. It was a standalone store, kind of popular, really popular actually in the 2000s. They have some good bags. Ooh, I like that. I love the color blocking. You're a great bargain. Oh, I love bargains. Well, my husband would like it if I did less bargain hunting and just bought fewer bags, but I feel it as a rescue mission. I feel it as okay, so if you ever bought a new house, yes, Craig, very reminiscent of Reed. That's why I thought it was a Reed. Bought a new house ever? So here's a common thing that happens when people buy new homes. When people buy a brand new home, they say, oh, let's take the stuff we have in our house, and they move in and they move in and they realize that their couch is old and dinged up and their furniture is old and dinged up and their dresser is old and dinged up because they just moved into a brand new perfect house, right? So they commonly, people who buy brand new homes will buy new furniture of some type. A lot of times the old furniture doesn't fit in the new furniture or the new aesthetic or the new whatever or the new space. That's a thing, right? But it's very much like that with bags for me, that if I like my bags to fit me, and I am not bright and shiny. I am not tailored. I am in old shirts. I mean, I wear I have a nice comfy look, and I like my comfy look, and I sometimes feel like if I wear something that's too sophisticated, too edgy, a little bit too more rock and roll than I feel comfortable with, it's a little not me. So I love a used bag. And that's a guys, that's a Michael Kors collection bag. That was a very, very expensive bag when that was brand new, which means it's still a great bag. Jackie, was your friend selling off his coaches? I asked, was posting his bags. Oh, wait. Oh no, the one I got where I got the coach um tabby, my soft tabby bag. He has a Facebook group. He's gonna make an Instagram so people can find him. But yeah, he's selling a lot of his bags off. He's an owner of a Facebook group. And I was asking him, hey, how can I tell people how to find you? So I don't have that information yet, but he sells a bunch of mostly vintage Coach. And that one random, I don't know how he got that denim tabby that's only a year old, brand new, factory wrapped, and sold it for that cheap, but nobody wanted it. And I said, okay, I'll buy it. Mainly, I think because his group is mostly vintage and that's new, you know? Um, that was such a great deal you got on that Coach. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just not an Instagram or Facebook. Yeah, see, that's the thing. He's only on those two platforms right now. I love that bag you got. Thank you. Yeah, but so that was just a random one-off. Mostly the bags he sells are vintage because that's what's been so hot this year, but it's kind of waning. If you haven't noticed, the vintage pre-love Coach prices have gone down a little bit. They're still selling for over 100, but not as high as they were, you know. And I've actually seen quite a few special Coach bags go up for sale for like 400 that are worth that asking price. But again, $400 is a lot of money. And they're not selling because, again, it's a lot of money. You know, something like I saw the Coach Outlaw bag, which I think is a very cool bag, for sale. Some of my favorite Coach bags aren't current, guys. So I love the Bandit shoulder bag. I think it's my favorite Coach. If it's almost retired at this point. I think they only have the black color out left and they're not making them anymore. That's one of my favorite bags. Like if you handed me dollars right now and I had to walk into a Coach boutique and you said spend money, I would go for the Disney Rogue. Now, if we say, Jackie, you cannot buy anything Disney, you must go into this Coach store and you must buy a bag. It cannot be Disney. What would you buy? I would probably buy the Juliet in a heartbeat or one of the Coach cargo totes. I really like the cargo totes. But I like the cargo totes when it was a shoulder bag instead of the crossbody top handle bag. And they discontinued making the shoulder bag. So I'm annoyed because I like that bag. Vintage prices are falling. Yes, vintage prices are falling. Craig says, I've been very short video coming out tomorrow of all the platforms. It's a silk insert organizer. Yay! That's awesome, Craig. Mom has some vintage she's holding on to. She loves them. Yeah, because I mean they're awesome. The Outlaw is high quality. Yes, it's very high quality. I'm saying that bag is worth the $400 asking price. Absolutely, but people aren't buying it because we don't all have $400 right now. I mean, money is tight everywhere for everything. Like my taxes went up. I'm not the only one. Everybody in my county, their taxes went up. So food prices have gone up. Everything has gone up. I'm just very, 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 very fortunate to have had a raise. But guys, that raise will make it so I can pay my second car payment that we weren't paying for 2 months. So it barely gets me back to zero. Because we're still waiting with his mom's estate. There's so much drama. I try not to think about it because there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do about it. It says, and it's my husband's, dealings, and I just let him make those decisions. I'm like, fine. Food prices are insane. Yeah, food prices are high. They're high. Everything's high. Eggs is what we talk about a lot, but we used to eat a lot of eggs. So why the large Juliet bag, not the medium one, the large Juliet bag. So I tried on the Brooklyn bags, the Juliet bag, and the Gramercy tote. Those 3 totes. The large Juliet had the best fit on my shoulder where it felt the most comfortable. The other thing I would like to get is the new, I think it's a 30, the new duffel that they're coming out with, I think they have a 25 and they're coming out with a 30 or 35 in the men's collection, but I haven't seen that one yet because I always love that bag. I love why am I blanking on that? The Gotham duffel, the little 25. I think they're coming out with one size larger. I always love that bag. I love that style bag. I love that shape bag. I love a hobo and I love a Boston bag. Those are my two favorite shapes. So if they still made the Ace satchel, if they still made the Ruby satchel, if they still made the Rogue satchel, the small one, the top handle satchel, that's not the Rogue big square one, but the satchel, I would think Boston bag shape, that's the bag I go for always, or a hobo. And the hobo because it's the most comfortable on my shoulder. I don't really like Big Booty Judy because I don't like the divided middle. I don't like the Willow tote, the divided middle, or the Dakota tote. I can't remember which one is which. I just got 5 dozen eggs at Costco for 14. It's pretty good. If it's Why, what good is it if eggs are down, but everything else is high? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, quick FYI, check your eggs when buying them. A lot are coming from Asia, and lots of really bird fruit from FDA funding was cut, and they're not pulling them quickly enough. Wow. Great dreams, duffel is beautiful. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like, I mean, I think the Ace satchel is the Ruby satchel, the Ace satchel are the best, some of the best bags Coach ever made. I love the field totes. Like, I'm a tote, hobo, satchel person, which is pretty much like every bag ever. I just don't do very small bags, and I don't do very fussy, fancy bags. Like, I don't mind a fussy opening, but like there's bags of feathers and fringe. I can't do those. Um, yeah. Oh well. So right now, like we're buying food. Like I buy a lot of my food at the dollar store. Like a lot of my snacks food. It's not healthy. And then like fresh. When I have my meat comes from actually a rancher. That's what I ordered yesterday in my delivery. I ordered 20 pounds of ground beef from my ranching friend. So that's his beef process. So that's a really good buy. Where did I put I moved everything yesterday and I just realized I need to take my medication and I don't know where I put it. This is not a good thing to have misplaced. Um, where did I put that bag? Oh, there it is. It must have fallen because I'm like, this is a big bag to lose. But yeah, so meat I get from a ranch. Fresh produce, there's a Mexican grocers that's much cheaper because the difference is your premium grocery stores, like regular grocery stores you can think of, those are first select vegetables where a less premium grocery store will have the off sizes. Not every carrot is the same size. Not every apple is the same size. They're called to be everything a certain level and grade goes to the higher grocery store. But carrots actually come in different sizes. And I like going to the Mexican market because you get better, honestly, you get better produce. You might not get everything you want every time, but they have better produce and it's a better price. And the thing about the Mexican market, and traditionally here, in Central Texas, Mexican households buy groceries daily. They go, so they're very picky about freshness. So honestly, if you're picky about your food and produce, just go to um, a Mexican food market. I just got my antibiotics. Um, the love, please. Thank you. Thumb up alive. Thank you very much. It does help with the algorithm. It throws. So what it does with the whole thumbing up and like and subscribe stuff, what it does, it says to the YouTube bot, whichever the algorithm is, that hey, this video people like it, and if you like it, maybe this other person will like it. That's all it does. Um, Guess I will join you in taking my meds. Yep, yep, yep. That's the point, to keep crap flying at us so fast we can't miss important. Yeah, you have you have to eat too. Yeah. How are we? Yeah, so anyway, it's just weird. Um, because I'm not really the best at eating healthy ever. I'm not. Um, I'm just not. I'm not good at eating healthy food. I'm not good at eating enough vegetables. Like my sister's always telling me, Jackie, eat vegetables. Um, and I said, okay. And if I'm with her, I will. But James doesn't. No, I think James is like, you say you like vegetables, but you don't like vegetables. I like vegetables. I like Thai vegetables. And every time we go to a Thai restaurant, I show him a new dish. He goes, well, this is a great vegetable. I'm like, yes, this is a flavor. I'm tired of American broccoli. Everything's broccoli or cauliflower. You know, I do not need 5,000 trolls ever again. Oh, um, but it's time I'm not in a popular. Oh yeah, I don't like I don't do trolls. Yep, yeah. Um, yeah, we don't do trolls, which is why I really like this platform because I don't really get them. When Winnie has a live, she gets a lot of trolls, and I can't even watch Scalicious McFabulous's anymore because he gets a ton of trolls. But half the time he's playing with the trolls, so he encourages the behavior, and it's just too a little too much. Oh, and have you guys seen the whole bunch of videos about how fake bags are, I guess, ruining luxury or something? I mean, Jacob had a video come out today. Sophie Show had a video coming out, same topic. Somebody else did too. I can't remember who it was, but a couple people had videos come out today about how the replica dupe markets are making luxury less luxurious. I'm not either, but I have always loved fast food. Oh, I love fast food. Um, just get my I had to get my channel deleted. My goodness. Jennifer says we have the same here, but with Asian market produce as much. Oh, the Asian produce is just amazing. Amazing. If I lived anywhere near an Asian market, I probably spend the most money every time I walk into an Asian supermarket. hmm I spend so much money there. Yeah, the troll thing is ridiculous. I still feel bad about Craig and said I cannot. Oh, okay. But I'm just truly sorry for so much. Thanks, Michael. Um, it's Jackie. It's me. Oh yeah, yeah. I know it's you, Michael. Um, yeah, I know it's you. Yeah. So yeah, the troll thing is a problem with YouTube. I think that's a bigger problem with YouTube than the fake replica whatever's all over the Instagram. They're saying, is it ruining the luxury? I don't know. Honestly, I mean, look, this is not real. But I'm not telling you it is, and it's not crime to own it. So that's how I got over my issues with it is I realized like if it's not a crime, why am I upset? You know? I do understand the copyright and the but I think it's a weird loophole that our country has where it's illegal to sell but not legal to if it's not illegal to loan. It's perfectly legal to own it in our country, this country, America, for personal use. Where like France, you can't even wear it. It's completely illegal. Um, um, I'm not. Yeah. So it's just a weird. It's a weird thing because I don't think it's ruining luxury YouTube. I think what's happening with the influx of the super fakes, which has been happening for years, is the I think the illusion that people are spending 10,000, 5,000, $3,000 every 2 weeks on a bag. I think that's more of the problem. And it's gone so ridiculous that you see people unboxing, you know, quota bags after quota bags, and you see them unboxing, tons and tons of popular it bags, um, that you get numb to it. You kind of like it loses the specialness. And I mean, half of why I started my YouTube was because I wanted to show bags I use because I love bags and I love my Fossil as much as I love my Coach, as much as I love my Louis. Like, so I didn't, it bothered me that so much okay, so CC Lover for LV. I love watching her channel. she's really fallen off Louis Vuitton. But in her channel name, it's CC Lover for LV. Because when she started, she had a lot of monogram canvas. She had a lot of Louis Vuitton. She's not really into Louis Vuitton anymore. She's absolutely not into the monogram. She's changed her style. She's changed everything about her channel. So if you've grown with her, yay. But if you go in to watch your channel thinking, oh, this person is a YouTuber who's her name's CC Lover for LV, she must love Louis Vuitton. She doesn't. Not really. You know? Um, but buy what you love and everyone else can just need to mind their business. That's my opinion. Yeah. We look like a greedy we look like a greedy society. We've never had so many billionaires. Yeah, right. So I was actually looking at something that who was that guy? Oh, Mr. Beast, the YouTuber. He is one of the only people under 30 billionaires that is self-made, not a inheritance. But and I thought that was interesting because Mr. Beast gets a lot of hate, but I've watched his videos every now and again. I like him. I don't have a problem with him. My sister's kid loves his chocolate, so it's like whatever. It's just, just a business. He gives money away. What are we criticizing? So anyway, yeah, so the YouTube thing weird, a lot of people talking about replicas, or we're talking about Coach. Not very many people actually talking about Michael Kors right now. And if you guys haven't seen the Michael Kors collection, his outlet bags for summer, he has some awesome bags. And the Kirk Geiger stuff out right now, bright, cheerful. I love it. I've been texting with Saya, and he's been showing me some of the Michael Kors bags. They have some pretty bags out, but you don't see anybody talking about them. I had to watch Teresa Romer and Chateau and the Chateau Diaries. Now, hey, Erin, I hope, as I say, we see how it comes here alone. Yeah, we come here alone, we leave here alone. Yeah, absolutely. We come in with nothing, we leave with nothing. That's the way of life. Craig, the girl, you remember back when Miley Cyrus' face was everywhere in Hannah Montana days, and Mr. Beast was like, now it's yeah, and like now it's insane. Yeah, right. And I like Miley Cyrus. I'm a Miley fan. I even watched the Hannah Montana movies, and I was old when those came out. But my friends, they were fun, cute, quaint movies. You know, that's treat yourself, but never. Yes, treat yourself, but never go broke. Well, yeah, yeah. As I say, don't do as I do. You know, but that's just me, in my opinion. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So anyway, so let's see. I am having a fabulous time with all of the good news with Disney. Okay, well, there's some good news and there's bad news. Okay, so if you're Disney fanatics, Lilo and Stitch, bang, they're making a ton of money worldwide. Wonderful release. Unfortunately, Disney did just let go of a few people because they're not doing that well financially on the movie side. Although this movie did well. But there's a TV side, they have the whole streaming thing. And then something else is happening with the parks. I can't remember. Oh, this is interesting. So, I'm part of the Disney Vacation Club. Well, there's always been an aftermarket for the Disney Vacation Club. People who own the club members, they've always been able to sell their points on the aftermarket for people to use their time slot, or not so much time slot, but their point allotment if you wanted to stay at the resort at a DVC room versus a regular resort room. Well, Disney is cracking down on that. They are making you sign documentation that this is for your personal use, and to crack down on people buying, because when you rent other people's DVC points, it's actually cheaper than you just going to make a reservation at the resort, in period, because that's part of the perk of having an owner being a part owner, you're paying maintenance dues on your resort and you have an appointment allotment that you purchased and it's a 30-year note most of the time. So it's meant to be for the timeshare holder and not for the timeshare holder to sell off their points. So it's interesting. You were doing good. Hey, I love Miley too. She's so tech. I love Miley. I think she's awesome. I think it's funny. She said something about her dad recently because she's had this falling out with her dad. Miley said, I got my dad's hair and I got his narcissism. I mean, I think she's a very real person when she says that, she tries to keep it as ground. I mean, she's grown up in Hollywood. She's been a child star. She's married, been divorced. Her godmother is Dolly Parton. That woman is all over. Any type of grounding I think she's amazingly grounded for her life. Um, I love she works hard. Uh, you work hard and you deserve a lot. Craig says, I will be at the movie theater next. How to Train Your Dragon. I'm so excited. I'm very excited for that. I have high hopes. That's one of the best franchises, How to Train Your Dragon series, and I love it. I also love movies. Like we did go see what was we saw last weekend? Karate Kid. It was a fun movie. I don't know what's out this weekend. Let's see. Summertime is all about the movie times. This is when people go to movies. Movies, summer leading into October, then we're going to have, oh, by the way, October. I heard someone told me that TJ Maxx and Marshalls is already putting out their Halloween decor. I'm like, this is time to get it. If you wait anywhere near October, it will be gone. Let's see. Movies. Um, let's see. How to Train Your Dragon. Let's see. Theaters. Oh, John Wick is out. Oh, I don't know if I can watch John Wick. I'm sorry. Oh, Elio. That's not out yet, but that's coming. I want to watch that one. Cardi. Okay, let me see what's actually out. Theaters. Uh, that can't be correct. Let me go to where is that's not what I'm looking for. What's the name of the theater we go to? Hmm. I don't know the name of the theater I go to. I wish I could go to any movie. I miss getting out. I miss the popcorn. The popcorn's the best. The popcorn, I don't know what they do to that popcorn. Oh, what's the name? Okay, that's why I was thinking of the wrong town. There we go. Found it. So that's why I got the name wrong. I was going to the wrong place. I love John Wick, but he's but he's dead now. So it's a female take. Oh, what? Okay, so I haven't really watched the John Wick series. I've seen the first one, and we haven't really seen anything past that. So it's not exactly like something I'm gonna be like into. But I like um so let's see. Okay, Ballerina. Oh, it is. Okay, so Ballerina, that's the John Wick movie. Karate Kid, Mission Impossible, Lilo and Stitch, Final Destination. I've never seen any of those. There's a movie called Dangerous Animals. Bring Her Back. I have no clue what that is. The Last Rodeo. Now I heard that The Last Rodeo was a good movie. Um, Thunderbolt, Minecraft movie. Because I've seen all those movies. What's coming out? Wait, what? There's another Jurassic. I love Jurassic movies. I've watched all the Jurassic movies. It's dinosaurs. Okay, F1 the movie. Yeah, James might have to see that one. Megan. Nope, haven't seen that. That I don't. No, no horror for me. Elio. I really want to see that movie. It's an animated movie. 28 years later. No clue what that is. How to Train Your Dragon. Yep, we're gonna see that one for sure. Materialist. The Life of Chuck. The Unholy Trinity Superman. So that's what's coming up pretty soon. Anyway, so we've been hanging out for an hour and a half. I'm gonna finish dinner. I'm gonna heat it up again. I'm gonna finish dinner, and I think we're gonna call it. My sister might be coming tomorrow, so if my sister shows up, we will have Saturday Live. But she hasn't talked to me yet, so I do not know. It depends on how she feels, and if she's feeling okay, then she'll come over. But she wants to come hang out, and she asked me to cook for her. I love Jurassic Park, but Scarlett Joe is just totally not a fan. Oh, the Scarlett is I like her just fine. I don't care. I watch all the dinosaur movies. I love. Nothing beats the first one. The first one's still the best one. Yeah. Anyway, good night, everybody. Have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you probably tomorrow because I'm pretty sure Jen's coming. And I'm going to be working on some collection videos. I'm going to try to pull out my fossil bags, try to pull out some of my smaller bag brands, smaller collections, and show off some love to other brands, not just Coach and Dooney, because those are my biggest collections. The meal is on telling you. Okay, bye guys.